Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the HR2. So this is going to be a 500 subscribers Q&A special. So if you're new, subscribe to my channel and do not forget to follow me on Instagram as well. I post some of my art stuff and random things on social media, but all of that the rest of the stuff is all private. So yeah. So this is going to be a 500 subscribers Q&A special. Feel free to ask me any questions. If we have more viewers tuning in, this is going to be a very special video that I've done. This is basically dedicated to you guys because you guys are awesome and you guys rock. So I'm just gonna chill for a few minutes, wait for some more viewers to come along, then I'll get on with this live stream and get on with the Q&A because I'm dying to know what you guys' questions are.
Like everything I could ask for. It's like Christmas. I remember now. It was you. You killed them. And you tried to blame it on me. Well, somebody has to be guilty. Mommy? Hey, sweetie. Just playing a game here. Everything's okay. What are you doing? What are you doing? Give me that back! Why did you do it? Why did you kill the Millers? Because I was sick of them always being around. Always paying so much attention to you. Pretending that you were their daughter. Acting like they were better than me. You playing along with it. It's alright. Mommy's here. Oh, don't cry, baby. Take my hand. Mommy's gonna fix everything. That's my good girl. Give mommy the cleaver. Oh my.
Oh, we got one viewer, which is
What a
nice.
mess we've got here.
Throw in some questions. I'm waiting for you guys.
You think the police are gonna be out of this too? Oh, she just went crazy. She killed the shrink, and she killed poor Aunt Caroline, and then she tried to kill me. I could barely defend myself. Stop! Don't come any closer! Stay back!
What's up, Brandon? Thank you for stopping by. Um, yeah, man, God is good as all time. I'm just blessed to do the things that I love to do, and I explained it earlier, and I'm gonna continue to say it until the day I die. Not to say no like that, but that's kind of creepy. But you guys know where I'm getting that from. So, before you guys throw in any questions, I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Devin Hughes. I was born and raised in Washington, D.C. I was diagnosed with high functioning autism at a very young age. And I didn't start talking at the time until I was 4 years old. I don't remember films that I watched as a child. That's when I started learning how to curse, and saying curse words, swearing most of the time. Uh, and it was all due to me watching gangster movies that I don't even remember watching. I don't know. But according to my mom, she basically said that I was watching something, but I don't know. But uh, around my teenage years, I struggled with my autism like crazy. I wanted to be like everybody else, but I did manage to socialize with other kids, you know, outside of the autism world, and that made me felt good about myself. And I was very blessed enough to do what I wanted to do. And in my middle school, I only spent 1 year because I was turning 15 at the time. So once I went to high school, that's when everything just went downhill. I hated being in a special ed class. I hated being in a study room 24/7. And I felt like I wanted to, study world history and uh, do the things like all the other kids were doing, just socializing while staying out of trouble at the same time. So that's basically one of the main reasons why, you know, my autism as well as me growing up was not easy. And when I was 18 at the time, I graduated high school. I wanted to go to college, but they didn't have anything with people with disabilities. But I hate for them to say something like that, but I just didn't care anyway. But there was this then I've been unemployed, not in school. I don't have a girlfriend. I've been basically jobless, but I am gonna make something out of myself. So 2019 has already been a great year for me. I'm back in school. I'm interacting with other kids. I I passed all three of my classes, and I thank the Lord for that. So now in my third, in my second, well, in my I think third term, I'm going to be going back to school next month on the 27th. I'm going to be going back to taking two classes, Math Lab B, and and world history. So I'm going to be studying that, and I don't think you guys realize how God has blessed me, you know, with so much in life, and I thank Him every day, and I thank Him for allowing me to go to school. I thank Him for me making YouTube videos and be an aspiring YouTuber, learning how to do content, telling everybody to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram, putting the original video in the description box, and learning how to edit my thumbnails. And this is when I was beginning to get better with my content. As far as, where I started in the beginning, you know, I remember back in 2016 on December 31st, uh, I did my first video uh, on the MMA fight reaction, which I should have, you know, you know, introduced myself the right way so you guys can know who I am, what kind of videos I'm going to be making in the future, how many subscribers I'm going to be making. And I didn't really mention anything about making money, but I kind of don't care about that. I just want to like leave that to the left field, you know. And yeah, man. That's basically about me. Uh, Nothing personal. Just the person who loves life, who loves making YouTube, drawing, who loves God, family, and I think to me, being the YouTuber is a lot to do. You know, editing videos, um, making better content, putting different thumbnails, rant videos here and there, doing let's plays, and I feel like if I keep this up, I'm gonna end up going some places on YouTube, and I'm going to go there. But as far as reality goes, I think school comes first, in my opinion, because so yeah. All right, so like I said, this is my Q and A, my 500 subscriber Q and A special. If you want to ask me any questions, feel free. If you're old or you're new to my channel, uh, just stop by, ask me anything. You know, if not, I'll just continue to talk about my experience with YouTube. So, all right, then I'll just continue talking on. I think one of the biggest moments of my life on YouTube is getting thousands of views and tons of subscribers. And this was like 2 years ago, and I could bring up anything and everything when it comes to YouTube of how far I've come since I first started. Basically, on anything, just being YouTube, you know, anything. And the more I grow, the more I'll get better. And I'm still learning about life in general, you know, even if I don't have a place of my own, you know, I'm gonna end up with some serious challenges, but I know deep down God is gonna um be on my side and help me get through everything. But I'm gonna get there every now and then. All all it takes is just patience, and without patience, you're not gonna be successful and happy with your life if you're gonna continue to rush things in life. Because when you rush it, you're not gonna get things done. I know being I know being patient takes a lot of hard time and it really kills people in the mood, but when you actually think about it, the chances are you're gonna end up getting stuff right. And I used to have disability when I was little at age 4. I can't even talk back when I started talking at the age of 5. Diagnosed with autism. Well, sorry for my reading. You know, I was just reading Brandon's comment, but I do hear you on some levels because, like I said, at age 4, I was basically, started talking, and that's when I started cursing by watching movies. I used to say OS, F bombs, S bombs, B bombs. I could think of any curse words you could think of. And I know, it's in the Bible, but at the same time, it's still curse words. But you guys know where I'm getting from. But Brandon, I do hear where you're coming from because I can definitely relate to you. Um, just me and you and Brandon, baby. It's all good, man. Dr. Turbine, thanks for stopping by. Uh, like I said, guys, this is a 500 sub special. This is a Q&A. Feel free to ask me any questions. So I'm not going anywhere. This is only the beginning. You know, I love you guys. You guys have been awesome. Uh, yeah. So let's get on with the questions. Uh, Jackson Pierce. Yo, thanks for stopping by, man. Uh, I'm thinking about doing more music reactions. It depends on my mood because I haven't been listening to music in a while. Cause you guys know I love music. I love lyrical rappers. I love you know. I mean, I like K-pop, but I'm not like everybody else. Uh, that like K-pop like that, like a fanatic like BTS. I like what they do, but I'm not, you know, that obsessed with a fan like everybody else is. And I've seen one girl's YouTube channel, and she did a vlog with her friend when they went to Korea and for their concert. And I've seen the way that um uh oh so yeah, getting back to what I was saying, I remember seeing her on vlog on YouTube. She was basically was her friend was at the BTS concert, and that those crowd, those type of fans just love the mess out of those guys. And every time I try to uh talk to some fine beautiful women, I keep being scared. Yeah, I could definitely relate to you, Brandon. I'm pretty much the same way, and I'm still like that today. But I think the best way to talk to girls is just take your time, being yourself. Don't try to be like everybody else because I had to learn that. I mean, I had to learn that. I mean, I had to learn that growing up because it's not easy, being social because some way or another you're gonna end up being burned out, based on your communication skills. I mean, it takes a lot of work, but it's not easy though, for real. So, so getting back to what I said about her and her friend went going to the BTS concert, just seeing the crowd and all those female fans are just going bananas. I mean, bananas. Every time RM, he talks, he raps, they sing different songs that they know by heart. That's how you know BTS is a huge thing in pop culture. You know, they're huge in Korea. When they made their American debut 2 years ago at American Music Awards, everybody loved them. They won some awards, and that's how you know K-pop is a thing. But and so yeah, man, I'm gonna start doing music reactions again. It depends on how my mood is gonna be because, like I said, I haven't been, listening to music in a long time. Uh, I mean, the only time I listen to music is when I travel, but not like everybody else is, unless I find some new songs to react to because I know somehow I'm gonna end up being claimed by some music company, but and let me tell you guys something. YouTube reactions, no, no, no. Music reactions are not easy to do. And it's very hard to do because each time when you react to songs, you're gonna get claimed left and right. So I haven't reacted to know the product's music, so I'm gonna react to hers very soon. I'm gonna react to Jake Jackson Pierce music uh very soon. Um, as far as like BTS, J Park goes, something tells me I'm gonna end up getting more subscribers based on my reactions to the music. But don't worry, guys, your K-pop music reactions will come back, as well as you know Jackson Pierce's music reaction will come back soon. It's just I've been so busy with life. You guys know how it goes for your boy. so uh, so no problem, Jackson. I appreciate you stopping by. By the way, feel free, guys, feel free to throw in any questions if you're new. Stop by, ask me any questions. You know, was it like being YouTube, doing this or that? Just let me know. Ask me any kind of questions, and 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 we'll be good to go. Right back. I need to get some drink. Oh yay! I had to get some water because I feel like my voice was starting to get dry. I love water. Stay hydrated, y'all. Just saying. All right. So let's get into another topic. And like I said, even though this is going to be even though this is a 500 sub special, a Q&A special, I can talk about anything, whatever I want. So ask me any questions, and we'll talk about it. So, like I said, if you're new, you already know what's up. You already know what's up. All right, so let's talk movies, shall we? Reboots. You guys know I love movies, but sometimes there are certain words, certain ones that can put you to sleep. That can cause you to get very, very boring. Very bored. And you guys know how I feel about that. So they're gonna be coming out with the Ninja Turtles reboot. So I don't know if somehow they're gonna end up putting it on Netflix, or or Hollywood is gonna do it, because something tells me that if they're gonna reboot it, even though Michael Bay is producing it once again, and I hate to say it, but it's kind of true. Uh, I think that they're gonna go back to the original 1990s design, which I believe is gonna be CGI, or it's gonna be more live, like guys in costumes and puppet master machines, like they did in the 1990s, which worked, by the way. And I still love this movie to this day. A few minutes ago, I went back and rewatched the movie, and I feel like I feel like a kid again when I first seen this movie back in 2003. You know, back when VHSs were a thing instead of like DVDs. I watched it until 2005. I was watching it like nonstop every single day, every other week, because of how good the movie was. I used to always rewind the tape uh until you know the movie actually started. But the thing is, The first one, the 1980 movie, actually worked for me because it felt real. It was dark. You know, it was mostly based on the comics, but it did have some cartoon nostalgia put into it, and that's what I like. You know, even though it wasn't the best, it was not perfect, but it was a lot better than the the third one and the Krabby Michael Bay films, including that Turtles: The Next Mutation. Don't even mention that crap. And the 2018 cartoon that was god awful, that was garbage. And the MCU is a complete joke. Why I said that? Because of everything is completely woke. So the more woke the movies are getting, the more woke it's gonna turn people off. It's gonna cause the viewers not to want to watch. I know this for a fact because I've experienced this by seeing it on TV of how woke it has become. So now I'm hearing about Blaze. Well, Blade is going to be the first Jewish superhero. If I'm mistaken, I'm not sure, but all I know is that they're doing way too much. I guess you could say the first black Jewish MCU superhero. I'm not sure, but I don't know what to say, and I don't know what to think of this. The only thing I can do is try to, well, I don't want to remain positive, but I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm trying my best to be supportive, but at some point, you gotta have to realize that MCU is not gonna be the same. It's just not. But I know deep down inside that they're gonna end up. To be honest, I'm gonna say honest. Yo, you're feeling the same way I am. I've seen the beatdown Brock Lesnar gave him, and he deserved it. That's what Seth Rollins fag himself get for complaining about the product, not being good. So he got what he deserved. But the one thing that thanks man, I appreciate it. I appreciate you stopping by. Um, the YouTube channel named um the Botch Guy. If you watch his videos, he is known for catching a whole lot of botch stuff. You know, even when wrestlers are botching their promos, their moves, and camera guys falling on the ground when wrestlers accidentally push them without even knowing it. Um, One of my favorite things from his channel is Bobby Lashley is the most confused man. And he pretty is. Ever since they brought him back into the WWE, I feel like they ruined his character right then and there. And I'll never forget that horrible segment that they had him do with his stupid sisters being bullied and all that nonsense. And turns out it was three niggas in the drag, in dresses. Like, come on, man. It's just stupid. So, to make things even more embarrassing, like I said, and like you said, Seth Rollins was talking trash about the fans for bashing the WWE, and look what happened to him on Raw. Like The Undertaker said, fight checks is get cash, and that's what happened to Seth Rollins. Don't start nothing when you can't finish. And he started it, and Brock Lesnar pretty much finished it for us. It's like a you planted, seeds that plants and flowers are growing, and then when they started to die on you, you began to bash them. Wait a second, I'm not making sense. What am I talking about? Yeah, Seth Rollins getting his butt kicked on Raw. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. It just came back to me now. The boss guy actually showed us a clip of Seth Rollins putting some type of blood fossil in his mouth to make it look like he's actually bleeding from the stomach and onto the mouth, like he's actually throwing out blood. And I thought that was pretty cool, but they're not fooling us. And people on Facebook were so mad and furious because they always take wrestling way too seriously and think everything is real, but it's not. That blood, it was not real. It was fake. But Kobe Lopez, aka Seth Rollins, did an amazing job selling the crap out of that F5 from the ring post to the chair. I mean, he did it 3 times, and the fans were loving it. I was just happy to see him get that guy, um, get the crap beat out of him. I was so happy to see that. Well, Seth Rollins is, you know, well, that blood was kind of fake, to be honest, and I did not notice until the boss guy actually did that for us. And shout outs to you, boss guy, by the way, if you're watching this, man. If you do, this is the shout outs to you. Thank you for, showing us that clip. Now I know. And I like the fact that the match with Roman Reigns and Samoa Joe, and then the Usos got involved. Wait a second. What was the main event? Um, Someone asked, tell me in the comments, what was the main event of that night? Was it just Roman Reigns and Samoa Joe? When they had everybody from coming out and interfere? I don't know. Somebody let me know in the comments below because I'm just as confused as you are. But I did see Seth Rollins being carried out on a stretcher onto the ambulance, and then Samoa Joe and everybody else came in and started brawling, and I kind of got that well, attitude era moment, and then Seth Rollins was put in the ambulance until the ambulance, they stopped. Brock Lesnar was in front of him. Then he pulled Seth Rollins out, and Seth Rollins was just in pain. He was just coughing up a storm, gagging, gasping for air, puking on blood, and he was just helpless. Brock Lesnar gave that nigga a beat down. I mean, he gave him the wet work. And what made it so good for me was how well it was put out together. That was pure creativity, and I think Paul Heyman was writing this the whole time. But regardless, it was it was still the same stuff. It was still the same issue. Nothing new came out of it, but there are a few changes that were here and there made. But overall, I just didn't think that Raw was even that good. Jay and Jimmy Usos, yeah, I love drinking water. that's why I was feeling so dehydrated. Well, my throat was feeling a little bit dry because of how I was talking, but I'm hydrated. Woo woo. Yeah. So here's the thing for me about the WWE. I like some stuff, but it's still the same issue I'm having. Just like SmackDown, I don't think the WWE will ever get better because the stuff that Vince McMahon said really had me pissed off. Like not bringing back the Attitude Era, and that really made me upset. And I made a video about it, and I meant what I said. I'm not taking anything, well, anything back whatsoever. What are your thoughts on Yoke's Mania remake of SmackDown? You know, I heard about this, but for some reason I never really look onto that. I'm gonna do some research on it when I make a video, cause I used to have that game 2002, but I lost the CD because I'm irresponsible. I don't know how to keep up with my stuff. So I think they need to start remaking some two gay kings, because right now I'm not really a fan of the 2K series because their storylines are really boring, especially if you're doing your NXT and then you make your way to the main roster and you don't know when will it be your last match because it was so boring. Seth Rollins, this is message to you. The next thing, keep your mouth shut. Don't talk trash about us fans. We're not liking this PG company. Yeah, but I think 9 times out of 10, his fans are going to end up being defensive over true fans like I am. So it's not that here comes the pain is the best. Yeah, based on what I've seen on YouTube. Oh, okay. I thought it came out in 2002. That's what I'm thinking, cause that's when I first got my PS2 in Christmas in 2002. I would have thought that that game would have came out the same year. Man, I was wrong like a mug. SmackDown comes to pain. Yeah, yeah, you're right though. I didn't realize it came out in 2003, but I'm gonna look into it though. Trust me, I am. So, trying to think of another topic to talk about. Oh, Power Rangers and Hasbro. So, I think you guys know how much I love Hasbro and their work with Power Rangers, our franchise. It's already a great company, and starting with their Lightning collection, I love the look of their toys. The reason why I said that is because one, you have people that are reviewing their toys and they have some issues with them, but it's still a good product. It's still a great product. And Tommy is my favorite Ranger when it comes to the hold up. Fox wants SmackDown to be more of a sport. Well, listen, you have to understand what Fox is coming from. You know, they want SmackDown to be better. I do too, and I agree with them. You know, I do want Fox to take WWE to the next level because if you want SmackDown to be better, you have to turn it into a sport. And I'll be happy, you know what I'm saying, just like how they're doing with the UFC shows, I can see SmackDown being just like that. And Fox is a good brand because it's known for sports, you know, and as well as other TV shows. But they done some stuff before with the WWF back then. I'm good. And I notice, and believe me when I say this, I notice when back when they started doing Fox with the WWF, it was like different, but you could tell it had some storylines here and there done right. If they could somehow do that with SmackDown going to Fox this October, and it's already a sport, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it because chances are the product is going to end up becoming more watchable than Raw. Well, that's you, but I'm just saying for me, I think it'll be a right decision for them to turn to a sport because SmackDown has been pretty boring, and it's time for a change. I can definitely see this happening. Um, like the New Day gimmick needs to stop. Well, all I can say is it is what it is, man. Because ain't nothing we can do. Just hope for the best for SmackDown to move the Fox, and it needs to. Wrestling is a sport, not just entertainment. It's a sport. So okay, getting back to what I was talking about, Hasbro. Their toy line is looking great. I love what they do. I love what they represent. I'm loving the Beast Morpher show. Beast Morphers is a great show. I like it. Yeah, I guess you could say that. I mean, wrestling show. It should be known as a wrestling show. Like, look at Raw back in '93. Well, back in 1993 when they first debuted. They didn't do no storylines. They didn't do no segments. They did a few of them, but not a lot. It was strictly wrestling, wrestling, just wrestling. If SmackDown could do something like this October this year, we're gonna see how it goes. And plus, Donald Trump said that he's gonna, doing well. He's gonna be at the premiere of SmackDown on Fox this October, and you guys know how much I hate Trump. A lot of people do, but I'll watch it just for the sake of it. But at the same time, my support for All Elite Wrestling still stands. So we don't know that, Brandon. We don't know if SmackDown is going to end up going back to ruthless aggression era. Only time will tell. So we have to be very patient with it, even though I'm talking about. Uh, trying to think of other things. So, oh yeah. So getting back with the toy line of the Hasbro. I mean, I love it. the articulations. I love how the colors look. I mean, the colors look. They already look fantastic, and I'm just impressed with what they've come up with, what they have come up with so far. And recently they just came out with Leo and Psycho Red. For those of you who don't know why they did that is because of the To the 10th Power team up special back in 1989. So, and a lot of you people are just crying and pissing about Andros not, well, good, well, more power to you. I'll be right back. Got another viewer here. I had to get some cherries right quick. Feeling a little bit hungry. I'm good, man. Thanks for stopping by. Just talking some random stuff, asking questions. You know, I'm just I'm just blessed for what it is, Steven. I mean, Steven, I appreciate you stopping by. God, good God, it's cherry. Here's the thing. I used to like Raw back when it was still good. Before they decided to start going back to start doing the 3 hour show thing, and it was beginning to get really, 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 really boring, and that's why I tuned out of Raw. But these last couple of years, Raw has been bad. The ratings were going down. You know, every wrestling channel I've seen, they all hate this product because of Vince McMahon. He ain't willing to change how his product is, and even his wrestlers are wanting to leave this company because, to me, I just feel like I just feel like Raw is not getting any better, and Yeah, they done some edgy stuff when Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley being speared through the stage and the whole thing blew up. The power bomb, well, the pyro did its thing, but that was the only thing I like about that episode. And that was it. Everything else was not even that good, you know. But regardless, Raw sucks. Raw still gonna suck because one, I don't see any improvement. I don't see anything changing. Yeah, Paul Heyman is directing Raw, basically, but I just don't see him officially, doing it. Like, you get what I'm saying? Now I know there are a lot of you guys that like Raw. More power to y'all. If you love this PG company, more power to you. Me, I stopped watching this crap because the only reason why I did some reactions early this year because I wanted to see how much improvement it's begun since Extreme Rules. It ended up being the joke like always. Heck, even Raw after Mania didn't feel anything special. It just felt like a generic show. Well, basically coming from last night, I guess we'll just have to see. Because get this, Eric Bischoff is supposed to be making his SmackDown director debut right around after SummerSlam, but I just don't see that happening. I believe it's going to be the same format like it was before. I just think that both Raw and SmackDown brand is not that good anymore. I just don't see anything changing. I mean, this stupid wild card rule needs to end. I hate it. I mean, why can't it just be seen like it once was before this? They decided to do this stupid wild card rule, having both brands showing up on each show, Raw and SmackDown. I mean, it's just dumb. I mean, I did too until Vince McMahon broke out on the internet says that he ain't going back to TV 14. He's not going back to TV PG. Why? Because one, every time I look at Vince, all I can think about is how much he has killed this product. And to my surprise, he already did. By the way, I mean these cherries. Cherries are good for you. They're healthier. It's good for your body. Um, all right. It's one thing of them try to get edgy, but we wanted something more, like some blood and some swearing. I'm surprised they didn't, you know, do chair shots to the head. Like it's kind of boring to say the least. And well, it it's either Shane McMahon or Triple H, one or the other. But Paul only cares about indie wrestlers. That's what turned me off. I'm like, are you kidding me? What about the other guys in the back that have been in this company for 4 years that have been wanting a push of development? Somehow nothing happened. So, in my honest opinion, I I just don't see SmackDown and Raw getting any better because of how bad this product is. Even though they're trying to change, I can see some changes here and there, but I mean the damage has already been done. I don't have Snapchat, but I do have Instagram. I tell you what, if Vince cannot change back to TV 14, you can keep the TV PG. L. L stands for language. That means wrestlers can say whatever they want. They can curse whatever they want. They can do whatever they want. That too. That too. I feel like I'm getting full with drinking this water because it's liquid. Probably what it is. Yeah. Becky Lynch, of all people, she's still talking trash about legends in the WWE. Like, I wish Becky Lynch could put on a pause button in her mouth and just keep it shut without saying a word. That's what I want for her. To not say anything. But for some odd reason, I feel like the more she opens her mouth on Twitter about these legendary wrestlers coming back in the WWE, what? You think we supposed to take you seriously with that god awful accent? You think that we supposed to accept what it is? No. I mean, it's pathetic. I mean, why is it that every time, something good's gonna come out, Becky has to open her mouth once again because she doesn't think that this product. I just don't understand this girl. Like, nobody gave a crap about her and Seth Rollins dating because they don't matter. Like, they're not even that important to be honest. So, man, man, how long we streaming for about what? Almost what? 50. Yeah, we're streaming for 53 minutes. Almost going into an hour. It is crazy. It's how you know my it's how you know my YouTube channel is lit. It really be like that. It's like, nah. All Elite Wrestling will debut on October, I think 4th or 2nd. I don't know, on TNT, and it's going to be on Wednesdays. I kind of don't care which which date is going to debut as long as the show and the product itself is good. That's what I really care about, basically. Um, I don't think they're going to move back to TV 14 because it's Vince's company, but at the same time, he's got to go. Vince needs to go. He's already killed this product long enough. So So yeah, I think I'm gonna head up out of here, out of this Q&A special. I once again want to thank you guys for tuning in, asking me all kinds of questions, and having a good discussion, having a good conversation. You guys know I'm always here for y'all, and you're always here for me. That's what makes this channel special. The DH Army, my subscribers. You guys are awesome, and I thank you all for supporting me from the bottom of my heart. And if you all enjoyed this Q&A live special, if you enjoyed my video, give this video a thumbs up, and do not forget to follow me on Instagram. And until then, this is DHR2. I gotta get some sleep. Much love.